Okay, we want to talk about Kim Kardashian? She is the prime example of turning a hoe into a housewife. She is not a
But
billion.
she ain't no housewife. What makes her a housewife? Don't know Maddie Bonner.
All my returning subscribers, y'all already know your boy's out of town right now. My flight got delayed, so I'm not in my regular studio today. So we're gonna be doing things a little bit different because I wasn't able to get a flight until Thursday. So I'll be doing kind of reaction style until then, until we get back in the regular studio. Now me and we getting busy, but the show must go on, all right? So I got a good video for y'all today. Ladies, y'all really want to tap in? Fellas, I want to hear your comments in the comment below.
I'm out here looking for security. I'm out here looking for money. I'm over here looking for a lifestyle that I don't have to maintain myself.
Okay, so how in the Black community can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
I said it's a little harder because sometimes that stain in the other community is not a stain. It's like they can just take the cape off.
But you know what it is? I think it's because, and maybe this is very bold to say, but our biggest mistake is over-sexualizing ourselves and putting it on camera or putting it on the internet. Whereas
I'm gonna have to disagree.
okay, we
over here at Phi Beta Phi and because I went to a little white school with the little Greek parties, baby. They are turned over there.
But it's not on camera.
That's a fact.
It's on camera also.
It is.
Okay, we want to talk about Kim Kardashian? She is the prime example of turning a hoe into a housewife. She is not a billion.
But she ain't no housewife. What makes her a housewife? Don't know Maddie Bonner. They only want her temporarily. And I've heard she's really sweet and really kind and really amazing.
Sarah,
What?
if I go line up
Yes.
10 guys,
They all gonna smash. They ain't gonna marry.
Facts. So Sarah is speaking facts. There's a big difference, and I think women get this twisted so much. They think a woman getting attention and a woman getting married and things of that nature automatically makes her wifey material. You gotta understand, a lot of dudes aren't dating women for the right reasons. A lot of dudes aren't marrying women for the right reasons, which is why they get into these relationships with women and they're like, damn, like, why she got all these red flags that I'm just now noticing? It's because when you first got with her, you wasn't following your mind up here. You was following your mind down there. Now, I mean, and a woman like Kim Kardashian, she's loaded with money. Now, I mean, we know that this world runs on money. You could have the worst looking face, but money like Kim Kardashian, somebody's gonna put a ring on her finger. Sarah, she be speaking facts. Out of all the women that be giving women advice and stuff, this woman right here be speaking facts.
for the woman who's been married for 4 times,
Yes.
Kim Kardashian is very marriage material.
How?
Well, one, she's been married for 4 times. 4 men have married her.
Because of her name and what
Facts.
she built and what comes with being able to say that this is Kim Kardashian.
I disagree.
No.
Her first husband, she was nobody. She was a video vixen.
Yes, true.
Okay. Her second husband was who? Chris Humphries?
The basketball player? They were married for like 2 months.
2 months.
Does that even count?
She broke up with him. She was just doing something. Number 3, Kanye was in love with Kim Kardashian.
Until he wasn't.
In love with Kim Kardashian.
Until he wasn't.
Kanye I just think he has
Mental illness or something. That's what they say.
Everyone that he's with, he makes them into a Kim Kardashian. He's in love with Kim Kardashian.
I'm not saying I'm not until he wasn't. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think sometimes people are fixated on what they think a person is. And I think that Kim, probably similar to what some people have experienced, I think probably we have experienced a little bit, is when your name precedes you, and your light precedes you, and your favor precedes you, and then you wrap that up with a body and a face that is stunningly beautiful.
The world loves
you. They want you. They want what you can do for them.
Exactly.
Kim has been married to opportunists. Who has come into Kim's life and made Kim's life better?
You don't think Kanye?
I mean, it's hard to make a Kim Kardashian's life better. Like, she is a Kardashian. Yeah, I mean, that is something tough to follow. You're gonna come into a Kardashian's life and make her life better? Like, that's pretty tough. She said a key component in that statement, though. A lot of times people fall in love with what they think you are. They fall in love with the idea. So it's not so much of, no, I got to know you and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really into you, because that's what's sustainable. When you really learn somebody, you're like, man, I can make a best friend out of this person. That is a sustainable relationship. Man, I really respect this person. That is a sustainable relationship. Yo, we can add God into this relationship and really create a marriage Those are sustainable traits, sustainable characteristics for a strong relationship. But just getting a ring on your finger, you got to still ask, what is the intent? And when you have like a Kim Kardashian where she has this built straight out of a magazine, and then her family got so much money, there's a lot of other things that encompass on what somebody would want a Kim Kardashian for. The second thing for you to look at is how long do these relationships last? And the one that lasted the longest was with Kanye West. Need I say more? But what I really want you guys to take away from that, because I know a lot of y'all, we're not Kim Kardashian, we're not Kanye West. A lot of times we get with people because of the thought of what we think that person is like. And throughout the relationship, we're finding out that that person is not exactly what we think, what we're hoping they change into. But we stay around hoping that they will one day change into that person instead of just accepting reality. This person may never change. Now, I mean, this is who this person is. I always say, never fall in love with the potential of somebody. Fall in love with who they actually are. Stop telling yourself who they may be. Fall in love with who they actually are. And for a Kim Kardashian or something like that, you know, it's the money, but what happens when the money, what happens when the looks get old? You know, what happens when you realize, damn, like this person is not changing into this person I'm hoping they will one day be? Then you're going to have to accept or deny the person that's in front of you. But what happens is a lot of people wait until too much time has passed for them to finally accept the person that they're with or deny that person. You know, now you got history, so you feel forced to be with that person.
No, I don't think Kanye West made her life better. I think Kanye West caused her drama and trauma.
Okay, I'm not saying he didn't do all that too.
I don't think, how?
He made her into a fashion icon.
No, he didn't. She's not a fashion icon right now. In order to be an icon, you still have to be that. You're not. She had a time of being a fashion icon when she was with Kanye West. And then a year later, she was no longer even looked at as a fashion icon. Now, she's a trendsetter, but she's always been that. Kanye didn't give that to her. She did that herself.
No,
that's a fact.
Okay, come on.
Hold on,
come
Sarah,
on.
hold on.
Let's talk about
hold
it.
on.
Come on.
Okay. Kim Kardashian was just a girl with a sex tape with the selfies.
No, she wasn't. Kim Kardashian had Kris Jenner behind her.
She did.
Kim Kardashian had a freaking ninja of a person that had every relationship in the entire city, was connected with money, and could power play her children. Everything that they've built, they would not be without Kris Jenner. Because please believe there are a bunch of nobodies that were cleaning closets for celebrities. You know how many celebrities I've been around? Do you know where I could be in my life if I would have taken certain opportunities? If I had a Kris Jenner behind me? It's Kim is beautiful, yes. And she is a trendsetter, yes. And she, in her own right, has done a lot of things. I will never take that away from her. However, she's not a housewife.
That's a fact.
Who has married her? That has kept her. That is high value.
So being a housewife means that the man has to keep you. Because I believe Kim left the marriage. Kanye didn't leave the marriage.
Okay.
And when you say a hoe into a housewife, I think if you ask 10 guys, will you marry Kim Kardashian? I think 9.9 will say yes.
No, I think
she missed it. She said, who has she married that is high value? Just because 10 guys in the room would marry Kim Kardashian does not mean that she's marriage material. Because now the question is, are these men high value? Now, the word high value is very subjective. The way I describe it is you have a certain level of emotional awareness and you have control of your man downstairs. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of self-control. You don't lead with your man downstairs. See, that's where it gets misconstrued, because Kim Kardashian could run up the numbers with the amount of dudes on their knee to give her a ring. What kind of dudes are these? You know what I mean? What kind of men are these? So ladies, when y'all be like, oh yeah, you know, so that's why I post the pictures that I post on Instagram, so I can get men's attention. You know, this is why I wear what I wear, so I can get men's attention. You mean that subconsciously, because a lot of people don't want to admit that it's for men's attention. But what kind of men are you attracting? You will attract a lot more men, but do you want a lot or do you want the right one? The right one is only one, but a lot of y'all think there's strength in the numbers. There's not strength in the numbers. You'll have more BS around you. You'll have more trash around you than anything else. And the man that you actually want, the high value man, he's not going to be interested because the world can easily access what you have underneath your clothes.
Or they'd be like, she's a billionaire. Of course I would. but it wouldn't be because of Kim. No, 10 guys couldn't even answer that question from off the street because they don't know her. And that's the problem. The fact that 9 out of 10 people would say yes and they don't even know this woman. That's the problem.
Talking about, did her whole cape stay on her?
I don't even think she was a hoe. Well,
she had a whole sex tape.
But that was with her boyfriend. It just went out. That's not really like hoe. I mean, you did some things. That's okay. But most people, some of us got videos. Okay, let's talk about it. Like, let's just and I pray to God some videos never hit the internet. You know, if it ever does, my lives are over.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If the name wasn't Kim Kardashian, if the name was Kaisha, could she have then come off of that stain of having a sex tape and walk into and have a Skims and have a...
Absolutely not. But
that's the whole cape I'm talking about.
No, the cape is Kris Jenner.
Facts. She missing the point of the money.
Kim Kardashian has Kris Jenner. That's it. That's the most important, most crazy part of it. If Kim never had a Kris Jenner, Kim would never be Kim Kardashian.
Facts. What's her talent?
She is the deciding factor.
But Kim has had Kris Jenner since birth, correct?
That's what I'm saying.
And it took Kim a while until she got to where she was, and how she was able to plateau was the sex tape that was sold.
No, so if you go back and think about Kris Jenner, who is her mother, was married to the lawyer that had O.J. Simpson, right? Yes. So all of them, they were already in that whole entire environment.
Correct.
So if you're already in the environment of money and fame and whatever, she already had a little bit of clout. She was Paris Hilton's best friend. She had all of these different little, it was a literal like perfect storm for her to become who she's become, which is such an exception to the rule. She is not the normal. And
you don't think any of that got a little more fire when she got with Kanye, and that Kanye was able to put her in different doors?
I think he did put her in different doors, and I also don't think it matters because Kim Kardashian could make millions of dollars for showing up at a bar mitzvah.
Okay.
If she would do that. You know, I personally, when people are like, well, what about Madonna? What about, you know, and maybe I should say a masculine man also. Because I don't feel like any masculine man would choose a Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Who has?
That's the thing. That's the difference. That is the difference. Look, stuck.
You're making your point, but I
exactly.
I want to disagree, but you're making your point.
Ladies, that is so pivotal what she's talking about. Think about it. Kim Kardashian. Like, I've made a video talking about Cardi B saying that men don't want bad bees, right? I compartmentalize, you know, what a bad bee versus a beautiful woman. Like, I compartmentalize how they're treated different. But think about this. Kim Kardashian is like the poster child of like that magazine girl in our time, right? She is that model in our time. I don't know if you really call her a model, but anything she posts is going crazy, right? But where's that masculine man that wants Kim Kardashian? Where's that level-headed man that wants the Kim Kardashian? The solid men are not interested in a woman that has her body all out there. You're known for all of these reasons that somebody could just pull up your body. I mean, no. So again, you can attract more men by showing more skin, but what kind of man? I mean, this is a perfect example of that.
I think Kim Kardashian would be a great counter. Why do you say no?
Say no, the what?
That a masculine man wouldn't.
Choose her?
Yes.
Because she's too outside. I don't think any true masculine man would choose a woman that's had a sex tape, even if they're a Kim Kardashian. For the most part, the majority of masculine men, because masculinity wants exclusivity. There's nothing exclusive when you've been busted spread wide open on the internet and millions of people have seen you. That's not
purpose
exclusivity,
or mistake.
right? And then on top of the whole masculinity thing, I think that masculinity also desires a woman that hasn't been had or isn't known by so many different people. Homegirl, you've had 4 marriages. There's nothing exclusive about that. It just says your picker might not be that good. 4 times you've been married and none of them have stuck. I have some questions. Now, that being said, does that make her a bad person? No. Does it make her unworthy of love? No. Does it mean that she's not the beautiful icon that she's created? No, it doesn't mean any of that. It just means as far as partnership goes, she might be really great at serial dating or serial marriage, but really terrible at the actual relationship
She's
part.
speaking facts.
That's what I think.
Facts.
Now, I don't know her, so I can't speak to what I know. I'm just in my own piece of without weaponizing. It's just, that's what I would observe. You've been married 4 times. None of that is stuck. You've never been with a masculine man that any of us know about. I cannot think of one. Anybody in this room, can y'all think of one masculine man Kim Kardashian has been with?
Love her.
I can't stand
her.
I'm not messing with you today.
Love her.
I ain't messing with you today.
Love her.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can turn a hoe into a housewife. I don't.
Okay.
Not for a masculine man.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't think a masculine man
feminine
would want
man,
to do that.
sure, because she makes the rules.
Okay, so what if he doesn't know about her past?
What can you do about that?
What if? Okay, so let's say if a masculine man,
Correct.
and she sleeps with other masculine men, he's gonna know.
Let me back up. What are you calling a hoe? You calling like a hoe, like a ho-ho?
Like a promiscuous woman.
Okay.
Like it's giving Santa, you know? It's definitely giving Santa. I would say that is a promiscuous woman. Word gets around. Now, there are some women that professionally get passed around the super successful circuit. We know that too. And they're necessary. I ain't gonna name nobody. Look at my team. They are trifling today. My God. But there are a lot of women that get passed around in that way, and that's good for them if that's what they want to do.
Right.
But is a masculine, high-earning, high-value man going to choose them to wife them? No.
So remember, a masculine man is not just a man that, he's 45. He wears suits. He drives a nice car. He has a nice house. No, this is what the world tells you ladies to go date. This is what the world tells you. Oh, nah, this is a high-value man, a man that has... Nah, you want a man that has a level of empathy, emotional intelligence, like a man that is sharp up here. Those guys go for something different than what the world is telling y'all to go for. So it's just so crazy to me because the world is trying to normalize women getting the bag off a man and, flexing your body or whatever. Now, but on the other side, it's like the guys that you actually don't want girls that are like that.
But if you want the bags, the shoes, and the trips, baby, do you.
Facts.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
What you think?
I agree. Like if you're promiscuous, like if you're still promiscuous, no. My definition of a hoe was like, maybe back in the college days, you was turned up and you kind of like, change your ways. But if you're just out here being passed around, then no.
Ain't no way. And college is tricky too, I feel like. Because also it's like, not that it's impossible, because I think I'm learning. This is what I've learned. I deeply value transparency, but from talking to men, and I wasn't, so I'm like, I probably shouldn't say this, but the truth is, I believe in like full transparency with my person, but I've never been a hoe a day in my life. I've really only had long relationships, right? And so it's like I kind of got saved by having relationships. And while I'm single, it's really easy for me to say no, because if I don't know you, I'm not going to sleep with you. If I don't know you, how do I have a conversation with you? If I don't have a conversation with you, how do I get turned on by you? If I don't get turned on by you, how am I going to sleep with you?
Right.
So there's just, it doesn't work for me. So I say that to say
it's a good conversation.
Now I'm learning, if you were a hoe in college, you may not want to tell your man that. Now I'm like, I kind of understand why girls be lying. I kind of get it. Now I get it.
That's crazy.
But before I was like, no, you should tell them everything. You had a train run on you, tell them the truth. You had tell them the truth. And now I'm like,
that's nah, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Look, if you tell me something like, look, when I was in college, I had fun. I was outside, The way I see it is like a kid trying to explore, not a kid, but, a young adult trying to explore what the world is actually like. There's a lot of crazy stuff that a lot of people do in college. But if you say that, what she just said, I can't, say too many crazy words because I'm at my mom's house. People can't hear me. But if you say choo-choo train, finito. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't even want no details off of that. Like, I'm good on that. You know what I mean? Like, if we at a restaurant in your city where you from and folks looking over and they, you know, they giving that look, yeah, we probably gonna have a conversation. And if you know, I'm done. You know, I don't really even want to know that kind of stuff. I'm be honest with you. Now, we from the same city and my people know your people, or I knew you through the grapevine, most likely we probably won't get that far. You know what I mean? Like, if I knew that of you, because me personally, nah. I don't want to be somewhere and dudes just looking over and everybody is like, you know, giving you the side hug. What Drake said, giving him that hug, and I know that kind of hug. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to play them type of games. But anyways, y'all, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notifications, all that good stuff. If you want to watch this full podcast, it is on the It's Giving podcast. She just posted it. Really good podcast, honestly. This is one of the many podcasts that I would suggest women to watch. Sarah really be speaking facts. You know what I mean? And I could tell it's not coming from a place of hurt. It's coming from a place of like a deeper understanding of how things go. And I think we need more podcasts like that for male and females on the internet. So anyways, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. Soon we will be back in the studio, but this week I need y'all to just bear with me. Let's enjoy these reactions. Now, I mean, shout out to y'all for still tapping in. It's been your boy Ty Boogie. Until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace.